Tracy Kinnick is out in the community learning about how you can get involved. She's live in Beaumont right now.
Good morning, Tracy.
Guys, good morning. And they do need these adult volunteers because, as you mentioned, these children are going through a very scary situation. They've been in an abused situation, neglected, and they need someone to represent them as they make their way through the judicial system, which of course would be scary for an adult, let alone a child. So they need these important volunteers. This lady, Shadye Nolan Vaughns, helps to train these volunteers. Hey, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Great. Okay, so talk about these volunteers. I've considered it many times. I know I will eventually do this. I'm just trying to make sure that I can be all in, right? Because it does take some time, some commitment. But tell us a little bit about what you do to train these volunteers. What kind of things do they have to go through to get there?
Well, they do have to go through 33 hours of pre-service training. It's all online right now due to COVID. And they will, also go through a CPS and a fingerprint background check. We need volunteers. We are not desperate for them. We do want good quality volunteers. But, they come in and they are there for the kids and they are involved with everyone who's in the case. And, we train them to make sure that they are prepared and well, versed in what they need to do.
So what do they need to do? Like they come in, they have to spend a lot of time, I guess, with these children going through what they're going through to get to know exactly what they've been through so they can represent them, right?
Yes. And once you become a volunteer, you only spend like 8 to 10 hours a month on a case. And so that you have like all the other hours of the month to take care of what you need to. But yeah, they do go in contact with the kids and they are, just advocate for them. They'll attend the court hearings with the child. But we make sure that you are all trained in that.
And you have to, I guess, have a special rapport with these children so that they will really open up to you. Something they could probably do better one-on-one with a volunteer than they would do facing a judge, right?
Yes, definitely.
Talk about their situations. What have you seen?
I have seen a lot of different cases, and each case was grateful to have a volunteer. Each case did well, and each case needed to have somebody to advocate for them, and they needed to have that extra support because it is a lot for a kid to handle, and it's a lot for an adult to handle.
You have training coming up for future volunteers?
We do. On March 24th, that'll be an orientation, and then on March 31st, that'll be the first week of class. And so if you're wanting to sign up, you can go to our CASA Southeast Texas website and put in an application.
Very rewarding, I'm sure.
Yes, the most rewarding. So come be a part of something extraordinary.
Yeah, and you can definitely use the good quality volunteers that we want to get.
Yes, good quality.
All right, and coming up, we're going to tell you more about the gala they have, which raises funds to help these volunteers do what they need to do. So don't go away. But of course, this is a great organization, nonprofit. And they need volunteers because they are a nonprofit. They don't have a lot of funds, but they have a lot of children. Unfortunately, over 500 children had to go through this process in foster care system last year, right here in Southeast Texas.
And you're right, volunteers are very crucial. We'll check back with you coming up later in the show. Thank you, Tracy.
Thanks, Tracy.
It is